She didn't come back because she missed you. She came back because she missed her control over you, that quiet power, the certainty that no matter what she did, you'd still be there, ready to forgive, ready to rebuild what she burned. You call it love. She calls it security. And security doesn't turn her on. It just keeps her safe. This is what no one tells you. When she walked away, she didn't lose feelings. She lost respect. And when she came back, it wasn't for love. It was to see if she could still own the part of you that worshipped her. Before we open this file, hit subscribe, because what you'll hear here, most men never recover from not knowing. At first, she swore she'd never leave. She called you every night, laughed at every joke, told you no one had ever made her feel this way, and maybe she even meant it. But what she was really falling for wasn't you. It was the feeling you gave her, that rush of being seen, that high of attention, that spark of being wanted. And when that feeling started to fade, she didn't talk about it. She withdrew, quietly, not out of hatred but curiosity. She wanted to see if your love was conditional, if you'd fight for her, even when she stopped fighting for you, so she went silent. Colder texts, shorter calls, more busy days, and you panicked. You chased harder. You overcompensated. You tried to remind her of what you had. But every time you reached, she pulled further back, because your chase confirmed what she secretly suspected. She didn't love you anymore. She owned you. She didn't walk away because she hated you. She walked away because she thought she could do better. That's the brutal truth. Every woman who leaves without closure thinks there's a bigger, more exciting world waiting. A world where she's the prize again. The man she left you for, he wasn't more capable. He was less predictable. He didn't fold to her moods. He didn't text paragraphs to explain his intentions. He had an energy she couldn't fully read, and that made her feel alive again. For a while, she felt like she upgraded. She bragged, glowed up, told herself you were too safe, too boring, too emotional. But that high doesn't last. Because the new man, he didn't chase her validation. He didn't orbit her attention. He stayed grounded. And she hated it because it exposed her own instability. So when the illusion shattered, when she realized the better man wasn't better, just unavailable, her brain ran back to the one place she knew she could still win: you. It starts with a ping, that one name you swore you'd never see again. Hey, stranger. I miss our talks. I've been thinking about you. It's subtle, harmless, nostalgic, but it hits your nervous system like a drug because you never got closure. You never got the chance to prove you were worth staying for. So your brain fills in the gaps. She must regret it. She must have realized I was the one. But she didn't. She didn't miss you. She missed your availability, the version of you that always said yes, that always forgave, that always gave her emotional oxygen whenever her world went dark. That message wasn't love reaching out. It was validation checking in. She wanted to see if you were still the man she could summon with a few words. And when you replied, she smiled. Because she didn't need you back. She just needed to know she could still have you. You tell yourself it's fate, that maybe, just maybe this time she means it. So you open your heart again. You text longer. You agree to meet. You feel alive again, like the universe finally corrected itself. But deep down, your gut knows something's off. Her tone isn't the same. Her eyes don't hold the same warmth. She talks like she's halfway out the door already, because she is. See, when she comes back, it's never about rebuilding. It's about recharging. She's empty, emotionally drained from chasing men who don't care, and she knows you'll fill her cup again. So she takes your attention, your comfort, your love, then leaves again once her ego is restored. And you're left back where you started, empty, confused, asking yourself what changed. If you've ever been caught in that cycle, hit like. Not for me, for you. Because that's the first step to breaking the loop. After she leaves again, the silence hurts worse than before. Because this time, you knew better, but you still hoped. You stare at your phone, you replay her voice. You wonder if you said something wrong. You blame yourself for her inconsistency. But what you don't realize is that her silence isn't punishment. It's control. By doing nothing, she gets everything. Your thoughts, your attention, your anxiety. Every time you check her stories, she wins. Every time you wait for her reply, she feels powerful again. You think you're playing it cool, but she can feel your energy shift. She knows you're hooked again, and that's why she always comes back. Because you never truly let her go. Each time she returns, the warmth fades faster, her patience shorter, her affection thinner, because now she knows your threshold. She's tested your forgiveness, and you passed every time. You've become predictable, and predictability is death to attraction. You'll notice it in small ways. She'll say things like, "You're too good for me," or "I don't deserve you." Those aren't compliments, they're confessions. She's telling you she's already halfway gone, but you'll ignore it. Because you're addicted to the idea that love can fix her. You'll fight to be her safe place again, not realizing she's already building another bridge to someone new. When she finally reappears again, maybe weeks, maybe months later, you'll recognize that same smile. But something behind it feels hollow. She'll say things like, "I've been doing a lot of thinking," or "You've always been the one who understood me." You'll want to believe her. You'll tell yourself maybe she's changed, but what she really means is, "I've run out of better options." She's not back because of love. She's back because she's lonely, because she knows you'll still answer. She'll act warm, familiar, nostalgic, but her eyes will scan for your weakness, the same way someone checks if a door they once locked is still open. And when she finds that door still unlocked, she'll walk right in, not to stay, just to remind herself that she can. Every time she comes back, she's not just testing you, she's testing herself. She wants to know if the power she once had still exists. But here's where your redemption begins. When you stop reacting, you don't explain, you don't chase, you don't even close the door. You just stop opening it, because silence for a man is sacred. And silence terrifies her more than your words ever could. When you stop feeding her ego, she's forced to face her reflection. And that reflection shows her something she can't handle. A man who doesn't need her validation to feel whole. That's when regret becomes real, not when you begged, not when you cried, but when you moved on quietly. There will come a night when she reaches out again, and this time, your heart won't race. Her name won't trigger adrenaline, just calm awareness. You'll read the message, feel nothing, and smile. That's when you'll know the cycle's over. You didn't win her back, you won yourself back. You broke the addiction, you reclaimed the power you kept giving away. You stopped being the fallback plan and became the man no woman can manipulate twice. If you're ready to be that man, hit subscribe right now, because every video here makes you harder to replace. She didn't come back for love, she came back to see if you were still there. Let your silence tell her you're not, because the man who can walk away from what once destroyed him becomes the man she'll never truly forget. Not because she loves him, but because he's the one she could never break.